These are the new SORA line of pool cleaners from Beatbot. In today's video, we're going to quickly compare them. So if you know that you want a Beatbot but not quite sure which one to get, in today's video, I'm going to tell you the differences between the three. So without further ado, let's jump in the video. First things first, I do want to let you know that Beatbot does send me media samples so I could check them out for you guys, but this is not sponsored in any other way, as I do not allow sponsorships on any of my channels. Now, I'm not going to go over all the specs and similarities that these all have. You can watch the dedicated videos I've done on each one of these, and I also have a comparison chart on my website. So if you want to see all my tests and different specs, you can check out that link down in the description. Now, if you decided you definitely want a Beatbot, because Beatbot is known in the industry as one of the best pool cleaning brands out there, but you're not quite sure which one to get. Now, the SORA 70 definitely is totally different and is not for most people, as it's an all-one pool cleaner. It is for someone who only wants one pool cleaner that can do the walls, the water line, the floor, and the surface. The only downside to having an all-in-one is that there's no dedicated skimmer to do the surface. So I highly recommend for most people in most pools that you actually have two pool cleaners. Not only is it more efficient because of that solar panel and having a dedicated skimmer 24/7, but a lot of times it's actually a little bit cheaper depending on which models you buy and which sales that you hit. For instance, you can get a SORA 10 for about $500, and you can get the new Beatbot iSkim, which has the same plug for all the SORA lines. It doesn't actually come with a plug, by the way. You can watch that video all about the new iSkim, but that's only like $300, maybe $400. That will actually put it under the price of an all-in-one of the SORA 70. So you really have to decide, are you the type of person that has to have only one and only can deal with maintenance of one pool cleaner? Then that SORA 70 is for you, as it can do it all. So then you're looking at the SORA 10 or the SORA 30 as a pool cleaner that goes in the water, and you're going to get the iSkim separately. And the main two differences there are you're going to get more scrubbers on the 30. You're going to have a front scrubber that has two brushes, and you're going to have two rear brushes. It looks like one, but it's really two. So you're going to get a little bit more scrubbing power, scrubbing ability, if that's something that you're looking for, but most pools probably don't need it, but it's nice to have anyways. Is two things: is if you have a tanning ledge, Baja shelf, or anything of similarity of having a flat surface in the water that's at least 8 inches deep of water, then getting the SORA 30 has an extra sensor that will detect before it falls off that ledge. That way it stays up there and cleans it before it falls off. Now, I'm not able to test that feature. Maybe I'll do that in the future at a friend's pool, but I don't have a tanning ledge. But I have seen other people use it, and it does quite well because it does have that extra sensor. And by the way, the SORA 70, the all-in-one, also has that sensor, but the SORA 10, the most affordable Beatbot, does not. So if you have a tanning ledge, automatically go to the SORA 30. And then lastly, the SORA 30 has surface parking, where the 10 only has waterline parking. And the difference between waterline and surface is the waterline is going to come up when the battery is about to die and stay at the waterline for about 10 or 15 minutes. And if it has a connection to your Wi-Fi, you're getting a notification to go out there and get it. But if you miss that time, then it's going to fall down to the bottom, and you have to fish it out with the included hook and your pole. But with the SORA 30, with the surface parking, it's actually going to start draining out the water just a little bit and then float indefinitely on top of the water until you come get it. So it could be days later when you come out to get the pool cleaner, and it's still going to be floating. Obviously, it might not be right next to the edge. You still might have to get the pole if you can't wait for it to come to the edge, but it's a really nice feature to have. And for a lot of people, that is definitely a game changer. So I think just that feature alone, with the additional scrubbing brush and the tanning ledge abilities, the SORA 30 is the one that I would pick. But if you don't need those features, then the most affordable SORA 10 does a terrific job also. All in all 3 of these are great pool cleaners. Like I said, if you gotta have it all in one, SORA 70 is a great affordable one. I think still it's the cheapest all-in-one that I've seen thus far. But remember, I do highly recommend 2 pool cleaners for most people, and I've done a full video explaining why in more detail. If you guys want to see that video, check out the card in the top right corner. But other than the things I mentioned in this video, those are the only differences. Obviously, price being very important to you. Now you know the differences and know which one to get. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. If you want to see a comparison chart of all these, definitely check out that link down in the description. And if you're new here, hit that like button if this helped you out in any way, and hit that subscribe button if you're a pool owner and tech lover like I am, because I do these types of videos all the time to help out pool owners. So I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.